Hi, Burnett from Burnett.com. I thought we'd just do a little short posture tip today. I've noticed when I'm teaching and talking with my students, on certain movements, I notice the shoulders come up. You do a movement and the shoulders will come up like this. And lots of times when I will point that out, I'll just say it in a shorthand, like I'll just go shoulders. Because we've said relax your shoulders or let your shoulders come down many times, so I'll just go shoulders. And oftentimes what I notice is people go from holding them up to holding them down. So they're up here or they're down here, and it's better to hold them down than hold them up, but it's still holding, and it's still not as good as finding a way to relax them down. And what I've noticed is a connection between spine length and shoulders coming down. So if you can feel the connection between lengthening your spine, which involves just a slight tuck of the hips in the back, the lower back moving back a little bit, and then imagine that someone grabbed your ribs front and back and just lifted an inch. It's not as far as it possibly could go. At least in the style that I do, we like to keep a little wiggle room at all times in the joint, so we never go as far as we can go. You never reach as far as you can possibly reach, or sink as low as you possibly can sink, or inhale or exhale to the limit. Because limits are extremes and limits are out of balance. When you're at the limit, you're at the out of balance place where injury starts to happen. So if you get here and the shoulders are up, instead of immediately thinking, oh, push it down, think lengthen your spine. You see how my shoulders almost naturally came down? So if you imagine, like, say I just got up from the computer and my chest is really concave and my head's really forward, and you come up and you try to move your head and shoulders and fix things up here, it doesn't work too well. But if I plant my feet, bend my knees, tuck my hips, and then lift my chest, my head just naturally kind of comes down a little, and my shoulders just naturally droop. So basically in Tai Chi, at least as I do it, we emphasize lengthening in the spine, so the center core is gently lifting up this way. Everything else is going down. Your weight's generally sinking down into your legs. If you push up out of the legs, as soon as you're done with that, you sink back down again. Gravity's always trying to reclaim that. And our arms are going down. The elbows are heading down. The shoulders are heading down. They may go up for a movement, but then they're coming back down again. So the limbs are tending towards the ground, and the spine is tending to slightly lift away from that. So anytime you're doing a motion, or if your teacher corrects you and you notice you're here and your shoulders are up, Fair Lady Work Shuttles is an excellent opportunity to lift your shoulders. And so from here, as you arrive there, think of your spine lifting gently, and the shoulders should naturally come down a little bit. There's just a connection between that. So as you feel this lift, feel this drop. And let gravity help. Gravity's free energy. It's free all the time, just raining downwards towards the center of the earth, and we can use it. After a given movement, if your style permits it, stop and rest and let gravity take everything downwards except that spine and that lift in the core. That's definitely slightly going against gravity, but because if you let that go, then you're crumpled. So we want to keep that lift, and then everything else can fall down. So if you notice that connection, you might find it's easier to relax your shoulders than coming here and trying to do something with just your shoulders. Instead, just lengthen the spine, and the shoulders and elbows will just naturally fall down a bit. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you'd like this kind of thing, you can subscribe to my channel. I do nature videos, Tai Chi videos, music videos, and stuff like that. And or you can visit my website, Burnett.com.